Hey, what to do, everybody? Spaz, Eternal Kings, Motorcycle Society, Phoenix. Thank y'all for tuning in. Anybody that does, or anybody that watches this later. So, started to do the podcast, got things get set up, and then life took its course and never actually continued down the path. But we're hopefully going to get this back on track. I posted on TikTok about getting a steady live going the other day at our event. So if you tune in or if you watch this, thank you in advance. Today's the 6th of May, 25. Um, we just did our most recent event. I think that's the most important thing to announce there is had an event where we went out to St. Vincent de Paul. That was on TikTok live. And that was 110 total burgers is what we cooked up for the homeless people over at St. Vincent de Paul. Now, sitting right beside me here is Kill Switch, Eternal King's treasurer and business manager. So he helped make that come to fruition and help keep it clean. Um, but yeah, so we went out to St. Vincent de Paul Saturday morning and ran the grill, did chips, burgers, cheese, a little bit of everything. Showed everybody some love down there at St. Vincent de Paul. Next function is going to be in June. We're going to be doing St. Mary's Food Bank. So if you guys are interested in that, hit us up on our page, eternalkingsms.com. That's where you can actually find information or actually just reach out via contact or on Facebook. You can search Eternal Kings Motorcycle Society and it should come up. So we have people here and then Tucson, Sierra Vista. Anyways, so purpose of today is really the Eternal Kings Motorcycle Society History 101. Give you a little brief history as to who we are, what we're about, things like that. So, a little flashback to history, right? Um, I moved from California way back 2006. My house gets completely annihilated, unfortunately, in Lacadena, Colton, California. And when I relocate here, I'm like, well, hey, I'm in the motorcycle community. I want to do something and I want to give back, make a difference, turn the leaf and, turn over a new leaf with life. I got a young kid and my son's just born as well. So I got two young kids now. And anyways, fast forward a little bit, I'm trying to find my footing and weigh into helping out. So 2014, 2016, I run a motorcycle ministry called Mystery Riders Motorcycle Ministry. So we're founded out of Radiant Church out in Surprise, Arizona. And we're making a lot of impact. We're serving at Phoenix Rescue Mission. And surrounded by some what's pretty dang good people, man. We're out there. But I'm noticing a trend that there's a lot of people that might not ask for help because we have that badge of motorcycle ministry. So they're like, yeah, man, they're put off by, us being believers or what have you. Now, just to be clear, right, as we start this, as a motorcycle society, we might have Christian men, but we're not a motorcycle ministry, right? We accept anybody from any religion or whatever into our ranks if you have a vision on actually giving back and making a difference. So, anyways, 2016 motorcycle ministry collapses. Trying to walk the line of motorcycle ministry, motorcycle club. It's not an easy line necessarily to walk for some, and unfortunately, our VP back then, didn't walk that line properly, and it ended really badly. So back to finding footing, trying to figure out what's what. I got those good men that I'm kicking it with, and they still want to be about it and go serve and make a difference. And we find an organization called Cryptic Rovers, and we're everywhere, man. We're showing up to bike nights. We're literally listed as an RC riding club, and we're showing up to everything and doing our thing and making a difference in the community. And I meet a few more good men and along the way, and we're still getting out serving and stuff. And anyways, we get approached about patching over at one point by a motorcycle club. I'll leave it unnamed here in Phoenix. But anyways, we get approached by organization out here in Phoenix about patching over, and um, some of it in large part based on my history and you know who certain relatives are, and I'll leave those nameless. Um, and basically, they're like, "Hey, we know you're not a ride club kind of guy. Like we know your your history, man, and you should go the diamond path." So yeah, so we contemplated it and considered going that path, and started going down that path actually after the table made a decision, and we're like, all right, we'll check it out and we'll do that, and nothing lined up. Plain and simple, we'll leave it like that. Nothing lined up. So we're connected and talking, and we're like, well, hey, we don't want to be a riding club. I mean, they were right about that part. Um, and so we're a motorcycle organization at its footholds. But we don't want to be a motorcycle club neither, because we don't want to step on toes necessarily and cause havoc. So we're like, well, what do we do, man? Like, we're sitting here trying to figure out, like, what's our path? Well, that's when Eternal Kings was born, right? So March 22nd, 2019, after much conversation, we're like, you know what? We're going to be Eternal Kings, and we're going to be a motorcycle society, because we want society to be included in everything we do. Not saying clubs don't do that. That's not my business. I don't speak on other clubs' business. It's their business. But we're like, hey, we want to be respectful of them, and we form a motorcycle society. And we're like, well, what is the difference? What's that? How's that going to necessarily work? Well, one, society has to mean something. It has to be that, like, the base of everything, that charity, that community, and that has to be the governing factor of our brotherhood. And we're like, all right, well, any of you that know us know that we ended up walking the walk with another motorcycle club alongside us as well. At a certain point, we were a support, and because it happens. We meet good people, and you're like, hey, man, these guys are tough, man. They're good dudes, not tough in a bad way, but they're good dudes. And we're like, hey, man, a lot of these diamond guys, man, and there's some amazing guys that'll give you the shirt off their back. So shout out to them, but no disrespect at all to them ever. I mean, we know many clubs that were here long, long, long before us, and we get asked, well, why not join another club? And the fact is simple. I mean, we're doing things the way we need to do them, and we're doing them differently. So one thing about us, we don't have a motorcycle, we don't have a patch on our back. So we're actually founded like the bannermen of medieval times. If you're familiar, a bannerman would walk into battle, and he would actually carry the flag for his house. And that would be symbolic, where they would represent to the other opposing troop that they were coming. Now, we're not bannermen in that bad way of like, hey, we're coming, but it's more so like we interact with people. So we want to be everything in the front. So we have our sigil, the king. We have that at the front of our on the front of our cuts. On the front of our shirts. Everything's earned 100%. We don't freely give nothing. If anybody wants to go down the path of becoming a king, there's a process, because we don't want anybody getting in and making a bad name for it. That's for sure. Stepping on toes, being hostile or unprofessional with other organizations. We're all men outside of our cuts. I mean, we've been taught that by some awesome diamond clubs and stuff like that. But the reality of it is, we're not here to step on toes. Again, society, keyword, motorcycle society. We ride our bikes, and we're about society. That's how it connects. Motorcycle club, motorcycle society might be a little bit interchangeable definition wise, because both are an organization or club formed for a particular purpose. But the reality of it is, we coined and trademarked the term motorcycle society for a reason. It created our own unique path, and we've been running it for 6 years, not stepping on toes. serving in the community, making a difference. So about that difference, right? So far year to date, we've sponsored 44 kids through our programs. By that, I mean, we've stepped in and helped them with either Christmas presents, Ramadan presents, or gifts or decorations, Easter baskets, birthday gifts, food for a holiday, anything like that. So we've made some headway. Now this year we've got a goal of 25 more kids. Now 90% of everything we do is self-funded. So we got Eternal Queens. Shout out to them. Shout out to Gypsy, who's actually in the comments here. She's one of our Eternal Queens members. They're an awesome organization. They're a support unit of Eternal Kings, all female. They belong in. They basically believe in the vision of the Kings. That's what makes them do what they do. They believe in the vision of the Kings and the difference we make. So these ladies make it possible. We might raise funds or this or that for the programs we got, but they step in and they connect the dots with the families. They have the moms who are struggling, confide and cry on their shoulder. They wrap gifts or shop for presents, right? And make sure that we're doing it right by the families. Now we're putting up $175, $200 a kid. So, I mean, that's no small feat. That number came from how I shop for my kids. Around the holidays, I try to do a minimum $175, $200, per kid. And I got 6 kids. So I know it's no easy feat, but we do have a few sponsors now. Most of it, like I said, has been self-funded, but I want to give tribute where tribute's due. So Sluggo, if you get a chance to watch this, Sluggo, man, Mesa Computer Repair, fantastic guy. He'll compare your computer. He will, sell you computers and stuff like that at super affordable rates. A lot of his stuff is refurbished. He'll buy them and then fix them, make sure that they're have the latest and greatest of whatever's out. And then he takes back donations a lot of times our way and helps us to make an impact. And then, of course, we've got our boys over at and ladies over at Brad Johnson Injury Law. The Brad Johnson Injury Law team has been incredible. It started out as my wife got into an accident and they took care of her. And they took really good care of her. Brad over there, he'll answer your phone call any hour of the night. They'll transfer. I'm like, man, this guy ain't going to pick up. And he picks up. So that's what started that. And then I'm like, all right, let me refer him out. And then I was like, hey, you know what? Let me ask him if he would give back to charity. And he jumped at the chance. There was nothing. It was like, hey, yeah, what can I help with? How can I give? So Brad Johnson Injury Law, 1-800-3-INJURY. You hurt in an auto accident, motorcycle accident, trip fall, whatever it is. I mean, at least give him a chance to see if he can help you out and get you taken care of. He's been nothing but fantastic in the community and helping our programs. And do you have anything to add so far? All right, cool. And then what other things we got going? So that way y'all have a chance to come out. So not only do we ride distance, we get calls all the time. People are like, oh man, do you guys only distance ride? We do some local stuff, right? So Mystery Destination Ride, I see U-Turn over in the chat there. Yeah, Mystery Destination Ride. So one of our guys about, I don't know, like 6 months, 8 months, a year ago, he approached us with this idea. One of our bros named Curb Check, he reached out and was like, hey man, I got this idea, Mystery Destination Rides. I'm like, all right, talked about it. So basically it's, everybody meets at a location, flyers posted on our Facebook. When you show up, you put in a suggestion of where, like a bar, a restaurant, something that stays open till about 11 o'clock. So not super late. It's work night. It's a Thursday. It's the second to last Thursday of each month. But we meet at the location. You show up with a bar, restaurant, whatever. You put it on the spinning wheel. And then right before we cash you, we spin it out. And wherever it is, we go. So you may have not been to that place. You may have been to that place 100 times. but it's a unique way to check out Phoenix. We always between 15 and 55 miles. So generally there's some either a little bit of riding or, a decent amount of riding, 110 miles round trip at the max usually. But we've checked out some pretty cool spots, man. We had some great wings. Shout out to the Dirty Drummer. That best wings I've ever had. I mean, there's some good wings for sure, especially if you get them smoked and fried. So we've got to experience some stuff. And I probably never would have found the Dirty Drummer if it wasn't for the mystery destination rides, because you're on there scanning to try to find, like, where's this location? Where am I going to put in this wheel? So check us out second and last Thursday of every month for that. Also, I mean, we do distance stuff too. I mean, we're a lot of times West Coast. Like, the goal of us at this present time is stay tight knit West Coast. Like I said, we got guys in here, Phoenix. Got a bro out in Nebraska, Bellevue. So pretty much Bellevue is like the furthest east we go. But yeah, so the goal is to remain tight knit. So we do rides to Bellevue, Nebraska. We do rides to Elko, Nevada. We do rides to the next one's Mariposa, California, out by Yosemite. We do San Diego, Riverside, Los Angeles, Moreno Valley. We do. We've been to Mexico a couple times. That was actually a pretty fun one. Ensenada, Vegas, of course. Everybody goes to Vegas. El Paso, Texas. So I mean, we try to do some rides. I mean, we do, again, local rides as well. Like I said, we've done overnight stays at Cliff Castle Casino and went up there and just partied with the bros for a couple days. We stagger it out. We do Eternal Kings trips, and then Eternal Queens trips, and then Eternal Kings trips, and then Eternal Queens trips. So there's a lot of things about us that are kind of unique. We keep family oriented. We just did a Knott's Berry Farm trip when took the kids out to Knott's Berry Farm. So that was pretty awesome. Had a blast. Everybody, all the adults, kids. I mean, I'm hella big and was disappointed I couldn't get on a Ghost Rider, but I'm coming for you, Ghost Rider. I'm gonna get on you on that ride next time. But if you got big thighs, don't even try. It's just stay out, save yourself the line, go get a beer or something. Let the kids have their fun. But we had a lot of good times with that. So that's what it's about. I will tell you, we have a frequently asked questions page on our website. So if you are interested at all, and like I said, we're going to try to do these on Tuesday nights and try to get consistent. So if there's something, if you could drop in the comments you have questions about, by all means, give us a talking point, right? We don't want it to be boring. I don't have flashy intros. We're basic, random people. I mean, you see behind me, we got WWE belts. I mean, people are like, oh, that's nerdy. I mean, we got guys that do D&D in our organizations on Tuesday nights and stuff like that. So, I mean, we're not about judgment. We're not about, like, oh, you're a nerd, man. You can't belong. Nah, man, this is a place to belong. This is a place, like I said, again, society, right? On our own. It's on our website. On our own, we're a few good men. Together as brothers, we stand as kings. We take, men that are doing great things in life, and we literally try to improve them in areas. And we do the same thing on the Queen side. The Queens have a Queen standard called Queen mentality. The Kings have a King standard called King mentality, and we have core values. And we teach these things. I mean, we teach etiquette, stand up, shake a man's hand when you don't sit down, take your glasses off. Like, these are things that are kind of lost in society. A big thing that we're about to do, and I'm super proud to announce that we're about to kick this off, is there's a lot of people that aren't riding motorcycles no more. And we're about to launch sponsorships in the Phoenix area for riders, Motorcycle Safety Foundation course that we will pay for to help get people that want to riding. I mean, these classes are like a 2-day class, a little bit in person and then a little bit riding. They provide the bikes. You don't even got to have a bike. We'll pay for it. And we're going to start out with like 1 or 2 a year, right? And that'll increase based on, because that's coming actually out of our pocket. We have our split, certain amount of our money that we put in every month as members to be a member goes to donations, and then a certain portion goes to our travel savings and stuff like that. We're pulling that not out of our charity, because our charity goes to charity 100%. We're by the book about that. You donate $1, through our website, it goes to charity and our programs and operating costs. It doesn't go to our travel. That's just not how we get down. So we're putting that up on our side because we believe, like, even out of our travels, we want people to be riding. So if you're interested in learning how to ride, drop us a line. The contact card is right there on our website. So let us know, hey, saw your live, saw your video on YouTube posted. Wanted to see if that was still open this year or not. And we'll see where we're at. And if we can afford to do it, we'll reach out to you, and we will let you know. But definitely get involved. I mean, you can donate through our website if you want to get off the sidelines and donate. If you don't have the cash to donate, don't donate. Come out and serve beside us. Do food box prep. The only way that we can change tomorrow is to be a better today, and by producing it ourselves. So, I mean, I believe one simple act of kindness creates an endless ripple, and that's what it's all about. So, like I said, get at us, get in contact. The website, eternalkingsms.com. That's ETERNAL, just like the sign, Kings, KINGS, Motorcycle Society, but it's going to be MS, abbreviated.com. Drop us a line there. Look for us on Facebook. Look for us. I'm under EK Spaz on TikTok. If you want to, I'll probably be posting some lives on there here and there. Drop us a follow on there. Tell us how you saw us or how you found us. But again, talking points and topics. Like the comment said, game nights are fire. He's talking to D&D nights. That's Dungeons and Dragons. It's something that, we put up on Tuesdays. It just gives you a chance to separate from reality and, do something interesting. You have a few drinks with everybody, and you separate from reality for a bit. We do wrestling events where we go watch, wrestling. We do, like we just had a house party at one of the guys that is one of our hang-arounds. Dude's cool, super cool. Can't say enough about him. He helps our programs as well. I think he knows who I'm talking about if he tuned into this live, but, yeah, dude's cool. He had a WrestleMania event at his house and kind of did a little house party at his house. And, so we do stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I got for y'all. Kind of a little simple 22, 23-minute live. Give you a little backstory and history on the Kings. And Eternal Queens, we're going to be doing an interview with them. So either Gypsy or, maybe Skittles or Devious, one of them will join me. And we'll do a little interview on, why they're Eternal Queens and what they've seen throughout the organization. How has the Eternal Queens kind of changed their lives, for the better, or for the worse? I mean, whatever. But we're all about improvement. So it's pretty awesome. So yeah, get at us. You have the links and stuff like that. Phone number is 623. What's that? 753-8059. I think it is like 623-753-8059. It's posted on our website, so you can give us a call. You can shoot us a text. We're not hard to find. We're out in the community, literally trying to give back, make a difference. Shout out to every single person that we've crossed paths with, that had a conversation with us and, gave us either some game and some knowledge, or, we had a conversation with and had ability to educate on what Motorcycle Society was. We don't claim colors. The colors that we wear, the purple, the black, the white, all that, they're symbolic of our organization and organizational principles and history. We don't claim ownership. I don't care what color you wear. We don't care what color skin you have, what bike you ride. It could be a sport bike. It could be a cruiser. It could be a trike. I mean, if it's handlebar operated, I mean, we don't really care. You know what I mean? As long as you're in the wind, knees in the breeze, what else? We don't claim territory. I mean, we operate out of territories, of course, right? Like, I mean, we got to have a base location for our charters or where they're at and where the resource from that community, that particular charter goes for the most part. But there's no territory rockers. There's no back patches. We stay out of the politics, man. That's not our business at all. We respect everybody. Motorcycle club, motorcycle group, motorcycle association, riding club. We respect them all. So Shout out to y'all. Stay safe on your bikes and drop us a line. Have a good night.